Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, right now on set, on Sit Back with Shaq and Anu, we have the bike that we've been talking about.
Absolutely.
Made in Sri Lanka. This is Rhoda for you.
With the guy who made it.
With the guy who made it. There you go.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Rhoda
now, all you need to do is basically let us know, just give us a little rundown as to exactly what this bike does.
Right. So first thing I'll just tell you about the design.
Right.
I think that's the thing that really pops, right?
Right.
And the first thing that pops is the tire.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's 4 inches wide, right? And it's 20 inches diameter.
Yeah.
And we did that 4 inches is because when it's big, it's wide, it's
Right,
bold.
right.
And it's all terrain. You can go on, in the mud and the pothole and all that stuff. Without even suspension, you can go.
Right.
Because that's why we built this, like gravel in the beach.
Right.
Like, I love riding this in the beach.
Right.
There's a video on my TikTok. On Rhoda TikTok, if you go and see, there's us riding in Mirissa Beach on sunrise. It's beautiful, right?
Okay.
And this is an experience that nobody can have, like
Right.
riding on the beach at sunrise, right?
Right.
Yeah,
We can do this with this. And that's why we did the 4-inch this one. And we wanted to build this bike so that it's appealable to the masses.
Right.
I mean, it's not the most youth appealable bike,
Right.
right? I mean, youth guys needs a bit more like,
Little muscle.
yeah, a little bit more muscle, little
Yeah.
bit more like laid back,
Yeah.
maybe like a chopper or something like that, right?
Correct.
Like a cafe race or something. We wanted to build, if we build that, then we are discounting the bigger market, which
Right.
is like,
Yeah.
like the older gentlemen,
Yes.
the women and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right.
So we wanted to build something that is, works with everybody.
Right.
Right? So that's one of the main elements is this.
Right.
So, easy get in, easy get off,
Right.
You're wearing a suit or you're wearing a whatever, you're wearing a nice trouser, you're wearing a sari, you're wearing
Correct,
a sarong, right? You can easily hop on on the bike.
Right.
Right?
You don't have to climb on
You
it.
don't have to climb on it, right?
Right.
As a
And sorry, I'm just saying, when you say climb, I've done that many times.
Yeah.
Knock somebody behind.
yeah.
I get it.
And I don't like because I rode a motorcycle like a cafe racer.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of like moving around. Sometimes when you wear like nice trousers and
Yes,
stuff, you
yes.
don't want to
Yeah.
So easy get on,
Right.
like elegantly get on,
Right,
right?
right.
So sari sarong. So that was the design
Right.
there. And this seat is long and it's wide. So it's wide as a normal bicycle saddle,
Right.
As wide as that,
Right.
right? But it's long because we wanted to make sure that. Because this is not an adjustable seat,
Right.
height adjustable.
Right.
So if you are taller gentleman or lady, you will sit a bit more further.
Further
Right.
back,
If you are shorter, you sit. So it's like
Oh, right.
for everybody.
Right.
So
right.
we wanted to design something that is everybody because we want to make sure that that is one there.
Right.
Right. And then you have the handle and the posture is. So a cyclist, if you like speak to, for example, Yasas or all these guys, the first thing they say, Machang, this is not about cycling posture because they are a bit used to
They
that,
like to,
bend and all
yeah,
that stuff,
yeah.
right? I'm not a big fan of that. I want to sit down and I want to just like keep my chest up and I want to just go and
Right.
ride,
Right.
right? So
You're a Harley fan, aren't you?
Harley fan,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah, yeah.
right? Harley fan. So this is why we basically built the bike in such a way that we basically it's just stand up.
Yeah.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Right.
We wanted to cruise,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So those are the main design elements, right? Apart from that, for example, you have a cable here,
Right.
That you can unlock and lock into like say Gaha or something like that,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Important because if you're in Sri Lanka, nikang lock karanang
Right.
battake dala arang yai.
Right.
So you want to tie into a tree or something like that, we have
Right.
a lock that comes directly from this one,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then also apart from that is we have the headlights and the tail lights and all that stuff. That is basically base bicycle,
Right.
And then you have a display here that will give you all the manual digital display that you can hear. So this won't switch on right now because it's not connected to it's enabled app mode.
Right.
So you need to enable the app, right? So if I go to the app right now, you can maybe show it like that. App එක තියෙනවා, right? Put in and I just log in there, right? So right now it's not on, right?
Yeah.
It won't go. And if I say connect to Rhoda, hopefully live. Murphy's law always apply when I show
Of
my
course.
app. Always.
Technology. yes,
Right,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So, but I connect to the app and then basically unlocking. Harida may unlocking
Okay.
here, okay?
Right.
So now the bike is on.
Oh,
Right?
right.
Now you can switch on the bike.
Okay.
Right? So that you can put the key or you can put a face ID or touch ID depending on the phone. It
Wow,
is different,
okay,
right?
okay.
So now you So,
right.
so
So
and
otherwise it won't move.
it won't move,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So the bicycle works, the functionality of the bicycle is, like I said, you can ride it, pedal,
Right.
There's a sensor there, you can pedal, and it'll sense how fast you're pedaling, and based on that, it'll give you the motor support.
Right.
So that's called assist mode.
Right.
60 kilometers in that. And then you also have a throttle here,
Right.
right? To accelerate and then like go like a more normal motorcycle also,
Right.
like a twist, normal twist throttle,
Yeah.
right? And the torque is also like, see, like this is basically me throttling, right?
Right.
This is
Oh, the bike is on now.
yeah, it's
It
on.
is on.
Can't even hear it.
Yeah, exactly, right. So it's moving, right?
Yeah.
now.
Right.
So it's that's yeah, that's
Right,
basically
right.
the sound,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I don't want to damage the set, but
Yeah.
yeah. So that's basically
That's a good idea.
yeah.
Yes.
So that then,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And then apart from that, now say like one of the important things is the battery,
Right.
Yeah.
right? Now you can charge it. There's a port here that you can directly plug the bike directly to the charging port,
Right,
Right.
and then you have a small port here,
Yeah.
right? And you can plug it.
It's like a normal plug-in.
Normal plug-in, like laptop पे charge करना होगा,
Right,
like
right.
इधर तीनों.
You supply this plug.
Yes, we plug supply.
Okay, okay.
But say you live in an apartment or you say work in an office and you want to charge the battery, you know, away from the bike, right?
Right.
Maybe you don't have a plug point near or whatever.
Yeah.
You open the seat with the key,
Yeah.
right? And then you basically pull out the battery,
Oh,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
And then you charge it. So this is the battery. This is a 15.6, 36 volts, 15.6 Ah battery, right? Which is the charge over here, right? The motor is this. This is the motor over here. It's a
Right.
500 watt motor,
Right.
right? It can go up any hill. It can go up any hill. I have gone onto the craziest hills. Now when I was down south, it can go up any hill. It can go any terrain. It'll go up, right?
Wow.
But and then you can like I said, 60 kilometers, right? So that's where and then
What's the top speed at?
25 kilometers per hour.
Okay.
Why? Because we didn't want license and registration in this.
Correct.
right. So now you don't need a license.
You don't need a registration, you don't need insurance, you just pick this up and go.
Right.
Right? Because why do we need the permission of the government to move?
Yeah.
We don't
Right.
need.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
walk karaddi, we don't need a permission, no?
Right.
Just
Yeah.
like that, bicycle yaddi, we don't need a permission,
Right.
right? So we just pick it up and go.
Right.
And 25 kilometers per hour because bicycles are much faster than that.
Yeah.
We wanted to limit this
Right.
to 25 kilometers per hour because it ensures safety.
Right.
Because obviously safety is a big concern.
Yes.
Right.
When I talk to people, they're like, oh, make a bad in the bear because it's like roads are people are crazy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, when you ride a bicycle, people actually give way.
Right.
One thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Second thing is, like for example, this Navala road.
Right.
There is nice big shoulders for bicycle lanes.
Yes. And they have marked it.
They have marked it, but
Yeah.
the thing is,
Yeah.
nobody uses it,
Right.
so it's not enforced.
Right.
So the idea is, it's like the social, like the network effect. Network effect.
Yeah.
More people ride,
Yeah.
more people will come on board. Because for example, Netherlands, everyone talks about Netherlands, Europe, how
That's right.
cycling
Yeah.
lanes and all that stuff.
That's right.
Cycling lanes in Netherlands didn't come out just like that. It was not the government also who did it.
Yeah.
It was in 1920s when the bicycles were being pushed to the corner and cars started coming in.
Yeah.
People protested. People fought. People died.
Right.
Fighting for the right to ride their bicycle on the road without dying because of a car.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
So these people who fought for them, the people basically made sure that any politician who comes, they are going to favor, they want to get the mass vote, which is bicycle.
Bicycle riding.
Riding public.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how the infrastructure, they built the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Right? We are obviously late to the party because we started taking cars and it's hot and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And in Netherlands, normal bicycles you can ride. It's the most flattest country in the world.
Right.
You can ride a normal bicycle without sweating or whatever. There is no humidity or whatnot.
Right.
Here you can't do that.
Right.
You can't ride it in a hot sun in a normal bicycle. But I ride this in the hot sun, like hot sun,
Yeah.
and I don't sweat like a bindu of partner.
Right.
Because why? I'm pedaling also. I'm not accelerating.
Right,
I actually
right.
pedal wherever I go
Right.
because it
No,
gives
it's
me
a-
the most range,
Absolute, yeah.
right?
And it's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
You are just effort. It's like පිටිපස්සෙන් තල්ලු කරනවා වගේ. It's such a weird feeling. You
So
can't
you're
explain it.
you're not necessarily powering the bike yourself.
I am not powering the bikes myself. There is a small amount of power that I am giving, so I'm
Right.
still burning my calories.
Right.
Right. But the hard work is done by the
Right,
person.
right.
And for example, having an accelerator is very helpful. For example, when you're in a bicycle, if you're a cyclist, you know that when you're like people will cycle. කළුතර අර යනවනේ ගාල්ල යයි. හරිද?
Yes.
But the problem is when there's traffic or someone cuts them off, they hate it.
Right.
Because they have to slow down and they have to go back up, pick up
Right,
speed again.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
In this one, there is the throttle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? When you have the throttle there, you accelerate and you start picking up the
So
speed.
it just automatically takes over?
Yes,
Oh,
it
wow.
go. No, you have to throttle. You have
Okay,
to throttle.
yeah.
But the thing is, when
You
you,
know what I mean is while you're like doing the assist.
Oh, yeah.
The moment you throttle it.
no. When you're assisting itself, it will go.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You don't need to do any switching or whatever
Right,
because
right.
there is a sensor here that will sense how much you're pedaling.
Yeah.
If you're pedaling pedaling slowly, it will give motor support slowly. If you're pedaling like fast, then it will give you fast, right?
Wow.
And then the stop and go traffic, you accelerate, you go and start pedaling.
Right.
So
Wow.
even for example, who don't know, people don't know. Like there was one guy when we introduced this bike. There was one guy who didn't ride a bicycle. He didn't know how to ride a bicycle.
Okay.
But he loved to ride a bicycle. He wanted to learn, right? Now riding a bicycle, the learning of riding a bicycle is basically important. You have to keep momentum.
Of course.
Momentum
And balance.
comes, yeah.
Yes.
Momentum only gives you that balance.
Yeah.
Right.
And then momentum is basically achieved when you're moving.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
So a lot of people, like for example, bicycle padinathu kattiya, they will ride a motor scooter because you have the throttle and it will go. So with this, it's actually easy to learn how to ride a bicycle.
Right.
Right? People have learned how to ride this in 2 minutes.
Wow.
In 2 minutes, because as soon as they get on, they accelerate, and now they are going. They have momentum, and now they're pedaling.
Right,
And then they let go of the accelerator, and now they're going.
Assisting. It's,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like somebody holding you from the back anyway.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. So it feels like that, right?
Right.
So because of that, it's like a win-or solution for everybody,
I love it. I
right?
have to say.
And so we made sure that it checks all the boxes. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's that. It's this, right?
So actually, starting the bike is just through the
Just on button and you see on
but
bike.
the safety feature is that
Yeah.
you have to connect.
Yes,
to the app.
so you can
or
use the
your face,
use the key also manually if you don't want the phone. If you want, you can use
Right,
it manually
right.
also.
Yeah.
But you always will get a phone charger and a holder, and so that you can charge your phone and
Wow.
whatnot. Listen to Spotify and go.
Yeah. Does it also charge your phone?
Yes, you have a charger. Why you can plug the
Oh,
charger?
fabulous.
Yeah, right. You can plug the charger and you can charge the phone because these are essentials, no?
Of course.
For daily
Of
travel,
course.
for daily movement.
So do you think my only concern that when I look at it,
Yeah.
of course, is the fact that do you feel the light is not powerful enough?
No, it's enough. Like
Is
it's
it?
an LED light.
Right.
So when
Oh, right,
LED lights, you know how they
Yeah,
are. Like
yeah,
they're very,
yeah,
very bright, right?
Right.
So you listen, and if you feel like no, I need a bigger light, right? You can customize it.
Have you ever been stopped by the cops?
Oh yes, of
Right.
course. But
And-
they only stop to admire.
Oh,
right.
really? Yeah,
Wow.
Always.
Right.
Like either they will stop me. It's like, what is this? And it's nice. Always nice interactions. They have
Right.
never
Wow.
been like, oh, me mukadda like.
Oh.
Listen, there was one time like I usually wear like one time I forgot to put the headlight. It was like headlight kada under. Right. I switch on the headlight and no problem. Right.
Right.
But apart from that, it's always admiration. Right.
Right.
They always like, oh, what is this and this one, right?
Yeah.
One time we were recording a video, doing a photo shoot, and then police bugger comes to us and we're like, no, he was like, come here, like in a parallel. You don't know how they somebody talk, like come here. Okay, when there, it's like, oh, are a TikTok kicking in. I was like, I was like, yeah. So it's always been good, right? And because it's limited to 25. You can ride on a pavement.
yeah.
You don't have to worry about traffic.
Yeah.
And the best thing is that. Right?
What kind of warranty do you offer?
1 year warranty for all the parts.
Right,
For the battery, for all the electronics and the
Right.
chassis, 1 year warranty.
Wow.
But not the brake cable and that because those
Of
are
course.
normal bicycle
Right,
parts.
yeah.
You need to
Right,
change and all
right.
that stuff.
And those can be just bought from any bicycle.
Any
shop?
bicycle shop and fixed
Wow.
by any bicycle shop. So after sales is basically electric vehicles don't need after sales.
Yeah.
Right? The only after sales is oiling the chain, every 3 months changing the brake pad. Like, eka oil karanna puluwan, go to your vehicle, trusted vehicle, and they can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Anything goes wrong with the electronics, we will come send the part to you.
Right.
If you can't fix it, we will fix it. Come and fix it. for
Right.
you. Right? That's that. So right now, people from all over the country has bought the bike. Right? You have Puttalam, you have Trinco, you have Kandy, you have Gaul, you have Mathura, you have Colombo, like all parts of Colombo. It's really amazing. It's been
Fantastic.
amazing, right? It's an amazing journey. Even like I said today, just before I came, I made altogether 650,000 rupees of sales, right?
Well done.
Right? So
So you
it's
can
good.
leave the bike back and go in that case.
No, it's fine. I
Get
don't.
back home,
I mean, no, like try to go and pick me now.
Right.
How are you
Yeah.
going
Oh,
to go
yeah.
home?
Right.
Right?
You are absolutely right.
Right? I came here in half an hour. You told to come, I came in half an hour.
Right.
Like you guys were later than that, right? I came from PETA, from
Right,
Ford,
right.
right? Because if I was to come in and pick me at that time,
Yeah.
I
Right.
wouldn't have actually come.
Right.
Because eka gandama wahinawat ekka. So then there is no
Darren, I
pick.
hope you're listening.
Right?
I hope you're listening. Right. Yeah.
Darren's our producer, by the way,
yeah.
if you don't know.
Darren,
He really
you have to
want
buy a
to,
bike. So,
Darren, you have to buy a bike.
well, his excuse is pick me at a
No.
No, it's also very expensive.
Very
Yeah.
expensive
Yeah.
these days.
Oh my god.
Very.
Like it used to be like I used to go to Mount. Some days when I say I don't have the bike or something like that, usually it's about $500 or $600 to go home from
Now, no
Ford.
chance.
Now it's $1,000.
Now it's $1,000
Like,
yeah.
wait, what? That's crazy. So I dread the days that I don't have my ride because I can't. Like, I can't survive with it.
Yeah,
right?
nobody can afford
without
this,
it.
you know?
No, it's crazy.
And the people who can afford this usually have their Range Rovers, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, even like so our customers, our first customers were the guys with Range Rovers, with the Prados, because they were like, Mata
This is
kadeti
so
under,
cool.
pharmacy under, you know, food
Yeah.
city
And you
under.
know, the cool factor is what works in your favor.
That's
I
important.
really love
That's
it. You know?
Like we got people with like leather trims and full
Oh,
leather,
wow.
like the Bentley. You want to do the leather, custom leather trim and with a name. We got one guy with his name engraved here,
Oh wow.
right? Because
Super.
why not?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Why not,
Brilliant.
right?
Yeah.
So those are the things that we want to do, basically personalize. This is your bike.
Well, it's been a fantastic ride
Oh, yeah.
so far, and you know exactly how to get in touch with him. How do they get in touch with you?
www.rhoda.life.
So there you go. That's
Right.
their website. If
Rhoda
you,
is spelled R-H-O-D-H.
RHODA, right?
Yeah.
Our
Oh,
Instagram,
RHODA,
our social, all our social handles are basically at Rhoda.life.
right.
Right? That's basically where we are. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, whatnot.
Yeah.
Finally, before we leave, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, you guys, like, this is amazing. Like, to be able, just like call me. I'm sure you guys charge people if they are going to product market right now.
Yeah.
I am literally selling my product right now.
are,
You
you
know,
are,
and
you
then
are.
usually people would charge
Right.
pumping amounts for this.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but the
But-
thing was this, right? Because we understand the importance of what you're doing for everyone. in
That's
Sri
right.
Lanka, you
Especially
know?
in the time like this.
Yeah, and you know, anytime. You know,
Yeah.
I've always had the biggest problem with all the vehicle imports in this country. More vehicles means more fuel.
Yes.
And more fuel means our deficit is widening.
Of course.
So, you know, we have to put a stop to this because this is not a sustainable model at all. And we knew this
Yeah.
30 years ago
Yeah.
when, you know, vehicles really start. So this is the future.
Yes, it is.
This is the future.
And it
So
looks cool.
Absolutely.
Looks
my,
cool.
My son, I told him, please don't ride bikes yet. You know, so but definitely, the moment we saw it on social media, and that was like about 6 months ago,
Right.
he said, that's the one there.
That's-
Let's
this is-
not even look at
Look,
that.
it looks really good. It
Yeah.
looks, and I don't think it's going to turn off anybody.
Oh,
And
certainly
it
not.
looks, it doesn't look a bike where only a man will ride. It doesn't
No,
look like a bike
absolutely.
only a female or a student or a kid. It suits everybody.
You know,
Women love it.
yeah.
Women love it. For them, this is freedom.
Of course.
Independence.
Of course.
To go wherever they want. They
Right.
don't need to depend on a tuk guy or their father going home, mother going home, bus
And,
or
and,
tuk.
and also you don't need to stand in line for fuel
Oh my
anymore.
God.
Absolutely.
I don't know, sorry, I'm sorry, but guys, I don't know that feeling.
Yeah.
Like, thank God, because I hate standing in line.